Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the solar eclipse video, 29 March 2025. We have the solar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So, for every ascendant, what will be the effects? We have already discussed for Saturn. We've already discussed Saturn Rahu conjunction, and we have already discussed Rahu transit in the nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada, and also Saturn transit as per moon sign and the ascendant, and also ascendant for Hindi. If you want to see those videos and if you have not seen, you will find the links down in the comment section, and the timestamps of this video will also be in the description section and also in the comments. And if you want a personalized horoscope consultation from me, then you can find it down in my the web description section, my website www.exoticastrology.in. And please remember, irrespective of who you are, where you are, or where you were born, if you are existing and you are living, then this eclipse will impact you. It does not matter if it is visible in the country that you are currently residing, or it also does not matter if it is visible or not visible in the country that you were born, or it is totally irrelevant if you were born somewhere and you now stay somewhere else. So this will impact all the 7 billion people, or maybe more depending on current population. It will impact everybody. So therefore, you need to understand these results as per your ascendant, your lagna, your rising sign, will be felt by every single human being in this earth. But at the same time, you need to understand that these are very generic things which we will discuss today. And for specific things, you will have to look at your own chart, your overall chart, and your Mahadasha and your Antardasha. So, if your Mahadasha and Antardasha are also indicating something similar, then the result will be very big. Okay, big in a good way or in a bad way also. Now, what do solar eclipses do? Solar eclipses, they are for new beginnings, because this time there is solar eclipse in Pisces. So Sun, Moon, and Rahu are in the sign of Pisces, and many other planets, of course, including Saturn also on 29th. So, therefore, you need to understand that this is the day when wherever Pisces falls in your chart, from your Lagna, your ascendant, your rising sign, not moon sign, not Chandra Rashi, okay, your ascendant, Lagna, your rising sign, that is the house where big things will start. So there will be new beginnings, or there could be new endings also, right? But generally there are new beginnings, but at times, for things to begin, certain things has to end, right? So there could be new beginnings either straight away, or there could be new beginnings after ending of old patterns, okay? But in general, new things come and there are new beginnings. All right, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy this video. All right, and please share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to know, how are you preparing for this transit? All right, now let us go to the first ascendant. We go to Aries. So for Aries, what's going on for you? This transit is in your 12th house. Pisces is in your 12th house. So your hallmark will be spiritual awakening and inner growth. So there will be a powerful shift spiritually, which means you may now become very spiritual, new beginnings in the domain of spirituality. This means you might join some spiritual community, or you might read spiritual books. You may read the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, or the Bible, or whatever, whichever tradition you are inspired by. And it's a great time to explore yoga, meditation, or retreats. Now it is a great period for you to find yourself, actually. So when solar eclipse happens in the 12th house, 12th house is the house of exit. When we exit this world, then the 12th house is activated. So what does it mean? Does it literally mean we will exit the house? No, it does not mean that. But it is for rejuvenating us and for giving us a feeling that we are exiting the old world. So now, if there are certain things which you are doing, certain patterns which you had in your life which did not serve you best, now is the time that you will break free from all this. and you will get a new you will get a new divine vision towards, wisdom, and towards inner clarity. You will seek inner clarity. You will try to understand, why am I doing all this? What is the use of all this? At the end, what do I gain out of all this? Okay. So your intuition will be stronger than ever. And most importantly, you will give a fresh start to so many different things in your life. Now, you will give a fresh start to what? To your marriage, or career, or your family, or your health, or whatever. That we cannot say from here. That we will have to see your chart individually. That will vary for all the people in the world. It will implement, it will reveal itself differently. So, for example, if your Mahadasha and Antardasha, they are indicating the 6th house or 10th house or 11th house, then it means you will have some new start in your career. Okay, it can be possible, or maybe it is like, you go to a foreign land and there you are having a new start. Okay, so the new start will happen towards your career, but because the eclipse is in the 12th house, so you will let go of your family, your friends, your relatives, your circle, your contacts, your homeland, everything, and you will go to foreign land and you may settle there. Okay, for some time, may not be permanently. So this is an ideal period for traveling to sacred places, for having a pilgrimage or connecting with higher consciousness. So this is the best period for you to try to connect with God, with Sri Hari Vishnu. If you can do that, then your life will be successful, because Lord Krishna says in the Gita, right? Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevara. So, and in other references also it is said, Antakale Narayana Smriti, which means at the end of your life, Krishna says, whatever state you think of, that state you shall attain without fail, right? So, if at the end of your life you want to elevate yourself spiritually, you want to go back to the spiritual world, then you have to remember God at the end of your life, which is not very easy, right? Because we are very much consumed by material stuff, and therefore you will realize that now is the best time that we prepare for our exit from this world. Okay, now when I say exit, don't take it in a wrong sense. I'm not saying that you will leave this world, but that's the reality of life. One day, if not now, after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, or if you are very young, then at least after 100 years we will all have to leave, right? So we should prepare for that moment. Now, it is not like we need to prepare for our death only, but preparing for the final exit will help us to become a better person in this life also. Okay, our health will improve, our married life, our profession, everything will improve. So therefore, do spiritual practices, do meditation, have a new schedule, like change your room a bit, yeah, change your clothes a bit, do those external changes wherever it is required. And at the end, please understand, now is the time where you reinvent yourself. All right, Aries, wish you all the best. Now we go to Taurus. So what's going on, Taurus? For you, this eclipse is in your 11th house. Fantastic, brilliant, super period. 11th house, solar eclipse. That's it. So what is the 11th house? 11th house is the fulfillment of desire. Now, this is a very generic thing, like fulfillment of desire. Fulfillment of which desire? Okay. So for that, you have to check your chart. Now, this means if in your original birth chart, you are running the dasha, or dasha means Mahadasha and Antardasha, or at least one of them. The dasha is related to the 6th house or 10th house, or even the 11th house, then there could be gains in your profession. If the dasha is related to 2nd house, 7th house, then it could be related to marriage. Okay, if it is related to 5th house, you may have fulfillment of desire towards in having children. So suppose you have a planet in 5th, and 5th, the planets Antardasha or Mahadasha is going on, and you are married and you want to have children. So now, if you try, you can have children. Okay, so that is how you will know. When I say fulfillment of desire, it's something very generic, so it's very simple. Just look at your chart and you will get the answers. Okay, and now irrespective of what your chart says, it is a fantastic time to set long term goals. And 11th house can also deal with a bit of manifestation, like you want something and you are like trying to manifest that. Okay, so new connections, new friendships, new alliances will be formed, and there will be the doors to great opportunities can open for you, provided you capitalize on the opportunities. Because if you do not capitalize, then they may just come and go. Okay, and you may lose all this. So you can expect some financial growth, and you might expect some income coming from multiple sources. Now, I'm very clear when I say this. I would say this with a lot of caution and responsibility. So when I say financial growth, I don't mean you become a millionaire or you get a job in some very big prestigious company. That will happen provided your Mahadasha Antardasha is agreeing. Okay, otherwise it will not happen. But you can expect some opportunity or the other you are getting. Okay, so there can be some growth, unless your Mahadasha Antardasha is like really bad. If it is really bad, then you will hardly have any growth. Okay, so now if you are an employee, you may start some SIP or something like that. Disciplined investing and all this. So investment, business, social circle, these things can improve. Okay, you might love to go to some spiritual community. You might also love to join some club, and yeah, you will gain influence and recognition in your social circles. Okay, so now if your 10th house is active, then you will get recognition in terms of your career. From your career, you will achieve something big in your career. Or if your if the 7th house is active, you might get married. Okay, so that's how you will know. Okay, or if the 7th house is active, you may also gain influence through business. Okay, so this is very good, because you can use this influence to do more humanitarian work and also other community projects, which will further impact your growth. And this is an excellent period for any kind of online venture, new venture, networking, and any activity where you can expand your reach. So if you are a businessman, you have your own business, then you have to you can come online, and you will see online you are growing. Okay, and there's a great time to start something new at a social level. Okay, so you may apply for some post for the president of your society or whatever, some leadership role where you can influence a particular group. Okay, so this is an excellent time where you work towards fulfilling your own desires. So in short, this is a great period for you. uh, Try to work on any desire that you have. Now, as I said, depending on the dashas, it will be decided which desire will be fulfilled or which desire will be your focus. Yes, I want this now. Okay, that the dasha will decide. But in general, you know very well what are your desires. And unless that is contradicting the word of the scriptures, you can go all in and you can focus on fulfilling your desires. Okay, now destiny will most likely be supportive towards you. Okay, Taurus, wish you all the best. Take care. Now we go to Gemini. Gemini, this eclipse is in your thumbs up. 10th house. All right, 10th house, very, very, very powerful eclipse. This will completely change your career. Oops, maybe not. Generally, eclipses in the 10th house, solar eclipse in the 10th house, generally has some impact at least. Now, that will depend on your dasha. Now, if your dasha is indicating there that your 6th house, 2nd house, 4th house, 3rd house, these houses are active, then the impact will be there, but it will be a bit minimal. But suppose you have a planet in your 10th house or in the 11th, and that planet's Mahadasha or that planet's Antardasha is going on, then you will have a massive impact, which means you can expect a big promotion, or you are joining a big company or something like that. And solar eclipses are also famous for giving like radically different new beginnings. Okay, so for example, You thought, okay, this is my standard trajectory. I'm in the corporate. Every 3 years, I will get a promotion, and then after 12 years, I'll reach this position. Okay. But now, if your dasha is very good, you may bypass like 7, 8 to 10 or 15 years of your career. Okay. And you may go very high. Okay. So, therefore, it's crucial that you capitalize on any career opportunity that you get. Okay. And powerful career transformation may occur for you, and new leadership opportunities might come. So you have to now voluntarily take up leadership roles. So you may not have a position, you may not have a post, but you can still be a leader, right? If you see the Kurukshetra war battle, uh, then we see the maximum damage that was inflicted upon the Kauravas was by two warriors, right? We know Arjun and Bhim. But surprisingly, they did not hold any position, right? Yudhishthir Maharaj was the leader. He was the king, and king in the sense, original king of Indraprasth, and later on he became the king of Hastinapur also. But Drishtadimna was the commander in chief, okay? But Arjun and Bhim did not have any like official, formal, quote unquote designation. But they impacted the most. They inflicted such damage to the Kaurava army that they finally lost. And Bhim was the one who killed all the 100 Kauravas, right? So therefore, if now you feel that you want to make an impact, go forward. Take that lead, take that initiative. Now, of course, that does not mean you go and do things illegally. I'm not saying that, but do capitalize on this period and take up leadership roles to whatever extent possible. Like, in your company, if somebody is having some problem, you should be the first one who should go and reach there. Okay. And you should try to solve it, and you should try to help them. Or within your flat, your society campus, somebody is having some problem, so take the lead and go. Okay. Because now you will be recognized for your hard work, your skills and expertise. Okay. So learning new skills, implementing them, not just leadership, it could be anything, communication skills or managerial skills. All these things can actually help you. And it's a fantastic time to start a new professional journey. Like, for example, start your own business, leave your job, or start a second side hustle along with your job. Or it could be, job change, promotion. Or if your 12th house is active in your Dasha, then you might also look for a job abroad, okay, in a foreign land. And this is the time where, if you were waiting for a major breakthrough in your career, this is the time when it might come, depending on your chart, of course, okay. And your public image will shine, though, and it's great for those who are into social media or politics or public speaking. Fantastic period, and it's a great opportunity to become a respected authority in your field. So do something which gives you a lot of authority, okay, and you might enjoy the spotlight also. So whatever happened, let go of old frustrations, and new exciting doors could open up for you. So don't think about the past. And now your ambitions at a larger level will be supported by the universe. Okay. So great time, Gemini. Wish you all the best. Okay. Now we go to Cancer. For you, this eclipse is in your Navam Bhav, ninth house. Fantastic eclipse. Although ninth house eclipse can be a bit tough on your father's health. Be careful with that. But in general, for you, it looks to be a great period. So ninth house, is the house of wisdom, long distance travel, higher learning, spirituality. It's the house of guru. It's the house of God. So it is highly likely that you might meet your guru after this eclipse. And eclipses will impact you up to 6 months. So it is possible that by the end of this year, you might meet your spiritual master from whom you can take diksha initiation, and you can progress exponentially in your spiritual life. Okay. And on the materialistic end also, this is a great time to start higher studies, research or philosophical pursuits. Fantastic period. Then major spiritual or religious awakening could happen, which could elevate your perspective towards life in general. Okay. And there could be travel opportunities like, pilgrimages, foreign travel, or relocating abroad, depending on your dasha. So if your dashas are indicating like third house, ninth house, 12th house, then there will be travel. Okay. There could be temporary relocation, or there could be like a permanent relocation also. Okay. Depending on your chart and your dashas. And even on the mundane side, you might be very happy to connect with a guru or a mentor at a materialistic level also, or you may find some guide who helps you in your profession, or some alumni of your uh, university or college or school or whoever, somebody who helps you. Okay. And they can come and change your direction towards life. Okay. So this is brilliant actually. Then publishing, writing, teaching will bring massive success. So anything which gives you power, anything which gives you authority, that's great. So this is also a great time if you are in your if you are in your school, higher secondary. Now you may start your bachelor studies, or if you have done bachelor's already, then you may start with your masters. Okay. And for those who have your masters, then you may start with your PhD. And for those who have PhD, you may start with postdoc. Okay. So either ways, it's a great time to upgrade yourself, elevate yourself at a knowledge level. So this is a period where it's time for you to expand your mind and break free from limiting beliefs. So anytime you feel that I'm not meant for this, I was meant to do something else, then now is the time. You start acting on it, you implement your thoughts. Now here is the catch: you may not want to do things now, which is fine, but you need to educate yourself before you do something. Okay. So it is a time where you can gain wisdom and clarity and make life changing decisions. So ninth house helps you to become your best version. So new opportunities will come, and even it can come from international sources. And you need to stay open. So in case you want to, apply for a job in a foreign country, you feel your life will be better, then you should do it. And most importantly, the ninth house deals with upgradation. So anything it is, does not matter. It's health, career, money, marriage, or whatever. Anywhere you feel that you need to upgrade yourself now, then this is the perfect opportunity. You should read more. Okay. And the ninth house is the primary house which represents spirituality. So it is the house of God. So this is a great period for you to connect to God, or to read the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bible, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, any book which helps you to connect better to divinity. Okay. And it is also a period where you can not just superficially read, but actually take shelter of God, or have prayers, have faith, and become a better devotee of God basically. Okay. So upgrade yourself, elevate yourself, and do whatever is required to become your best version. It could be in your health or profession. So if your health is suffering, learn more about good health. And if your profession is in trouble, read more and do more in your profession. All right. So Cancer, great period. Congratulations. All the best. Now we go to Simha Lagna. This eclipse is in your 8th house. What is the 8th house? The 8th house shows financial and overall transformation. 8th house is the house of death. It is Smashan, is the graveyard, right? So what's happening? This means there is transformation. You are having a rebirth. So if there is an eclipse in your in your 8th house, it means the old you is dying and a new you is coming out. Oops, old you, new you, old me, new me. What is this? This is a powerful time for spiritual transformation, and you will see life in a totally different way now. Okay, this is a period where you might suddenly feel that nothing is right in your life, okay? You need to make it right. Okay, so therefore, Leo, if you are feeling, then don't worry, you are not alone. Many people are feeling this because what is happening with you, Leo, is that you are kind of feeling that your desires are not getting fulfilled. Okay, so when this eclipse comes, what can happen is you may force to look upon yourself internally and see, if this desire is even gonna be fulfilled someday, or should I give it up? So it could be anything, or if your chart is very strong at the moment, your dashas are excellent and everything is good, then you may also reach fulfillment of a particular desire, and then yeah, later on you may have some other desire. Okay, so it's not necessarily bad always, but in general the eighth house is a dustana house, so I will not sugarcoat it and say it is only about transformation. Okay, the word transformation is sometimes used to sugarcoat things. Okay, at least in modern day YouTube it happens. So you can anticipate some not necessarily difficulty, but some radical change. Now, in which area of life will you have this radical change? Well, that will depend on your chart. So, for example, if your dasha is indicating that you are married, then there could be radical change in your marriage. Your thought process could change towards marriage. What is marriage? How should we be married? And all this. Okay. If your career is indicated in dashas, then there will be some change in your career. You may shift your career and go to a totally different domain. Okay. So these things could happen. And most importantly, the caution for you is to see if there are areas where you are not doing good, because if there are areas where you are not able to do as per the expectation, there might be some trouble there. Okay, so if your dasha is like really bad and you are actually suffering a lot in your job, then it might be that they may demote you, or you might have to find another job. Okay, so it might be possible, not literally, but the dasha has to be really bad. Okay, and you will now focus on inheritance, investments, or any kind of unexpected gains. Okay, this is very important. So there will be major breakthrough in your financial life also, and it's a powerful time for elevating spiritually. And at times you may feel that you are not able to do spiritual practices, but don't worry. If you feel like that, do what you can. Okay, and this is the best time to delve into hidden knowledge. Okay, so hidden knowledge will be revealed, your intuition will become very sharp, you will be able to know people when they will do good to you or bad to you. So do not ignore your gut feeling during this period. Okay, and it's a great time to start a business related to healing, astrology, or any kind of research. Do any kind of PhD, or learn and go deep into certain things. Okay, so if you feel that you need more knowledge on something, it could be anything, astrology, or now maybe astrology, now you want to go towards vastu, or vastu, now you want to learn astrology. Okay, it could be either ways, doesn't matter. But irrespective of that, you have to understand that now it is the time where you have to upgrade yourself. Okay, because now you will need more energy than you think. Okay, so try your best, fight it out. Okay, and the old fears may come and they may try to haunt you, but chant Om Namo Narayana, this will help you. All right, so therefore, if you feel life is very tough, then don't worry, chant this mantra and it will be fine. Okay, but there are some issues which you might need to solve, and it is okay, you will solve them eventually. All right, Leo, take care. Now we go to Virgo. What's going on, Virgo? This eclipse, oof, is in your seventh house. Seventh house eclipse. Getting married, huh? Now, solar eclipse in the seventh house can get you married, or what if you're already married? Well, it will give you a completely new paradigm. There will be a paradigm shift in your marriage. Okay. See, what is this? You need to understand what exactly it is. Okay. So eclipse in the seventh house can give you marriage or new partnerships also, and it's a beautiful period to be in a relationship. And now, if you are already in a relationship, now it is the best time to get married, with your partner or maybe with somebody else. Who knows? Depending on your dasha. So now, suppose if you are in a relationship and your dasha is good, it is showing marriage, then marriage will happen. Or if you are in a relationship and your dasha is not good, your sixth house is active in your dasha, then you may feel that now I have to make a decision. Should I continue this relationship or take some time off and then think of marrying somebody else? Because now you will want to marry. Okay, so it's a great time to start any kind of partnerships, even at a formal level. Business partnerships, collaborations, these things will be highly successful for you. And you may radically meet somebody with whom you might enter into a relationship. Of course, this is not fifth house, this is seventh house, which shows marriage. But again, it could happen that you meet somebody and you fall in love and you think of marriage. But now, because this is eclipse in the seventh house, you will strongly contemplate about marriage and not think of any other things. Okay. And your existing relationships will also have their dynamics changed. Okay, which means the dynamics will play out in a different way. For example, now your spouse may behave in ways which they did not behave before, in a good way or in a bad way also. Okay, that depends on your dashas. In general, it should be positive, but uh, yeah, eclipses are a bit unpredictable, right? So you might also discover, that your spouse, they were doing something really hidden. I mean, not that they were having affairs with somebody, but it could be anything. They got some disease, or they had something in their past which they did not share with you. Okay, so you don't have to anticipate problems necessarily, but don't be too surprised, don't be too shocked and too overwhelmed if you get to know some secrets about your spouse. Okay, so this is a great period where you can also resolve old conflicts amicably, and you can also build lasting memories. So if there is anybody in your life, when I say anybody, I don't mean a lover, it could be anybody, lover, friend, relationship, parents, children, anybody, any human basically. If there is any human in your relationship with whom you kind of screwed it up, okay, then yes, now is the time where you should try to make a reconciliation, apologize if you have done some mistake. And yes, the universe will help you. Okay, and now you should also try to bring in positive people into your life. Very, very, very important. And those people who are in business will now see a lot of growth. So if your chart is indicating that you are already a businessman, then you will make lots of money. Okay, and if your chart is indicating that you want to start a business, then also you will start a new business. Okay, and if you are already a businessman and you have a lot of things, then you can enter into some new territory. Territory in the sense, new industry. Okay. So if you want to, like, and if you are really a big businessman, you can do mergers, acquisitions, and all this. So depending on who you are, it will be it will the results will come accordingly. Okay, but overall, this is a great period to explore relationships with other people, and try to see opportunities where you can collaborate with each other. So do things together and you will see there is massive growth. All right, Virgo Ascendant, please take care. Now we go to Libra Lagna. What is going on, Libra Lagna? This eclipse is in your sixth house. Okay, what is sixth house? Sixth house is the house of health, wellness, work life balance, and all this. is the house of hard work. Yeah. So it's a fantastic time to start some new health and fitness routine. Okay, so if you have health problems and you would like to improve your health, then this is like the perfect time. Okay, so you should go and start doing it. Maybe you can join the gym, or yeah, you can start doing some yoga or focus on your eating habits, take some Ayurvedic treatment. Sixth house is also diseases. Now, does it mean you will suddenly get diseases? Well, not necessarily, but suppose you have some problem in your body, then it might happen sometime that you see those diseases are now coming, which means you kind of don't want them, but it is getting revealed. Okay, so this is how it can happen at times. So if this is happening, then don't worry. You have to take the necessary treatment and you have to come out of it. Okay, so don't think, oh, this disease has come and everything will collapse, I'm finished. Don't think like that. It's just that the disease will be revealed and you have to take care of it. Okay, now the dasha will decide what will happen. So for example, if your dasha is related to the fifth house or the 11th house, then it means you will be able to cure the disease. If the dasha is indicating 8th house, then it means the disease is there, but there will be surgery. If 12th house, there can be a bit prolonged hospitalization. Okay, so depending on your chart, depending on your dashas, it will be decided what will happen with the disease. Okay, so it is important that you understand that just don't take this superficially, like health problems will be there. Then depending on your dashas, you might have big victory over obstacles. Sixth house shows competition, competitive exams. Yeah, I mean, you can have success in life in general, especially in your profession, and you might also get a new job. Sixth house is perpetually the house of employment. So you might become a employee once again of some other company. So there could be fresh beginning in your career. You might grow, and work related success could come into your life, and this is a perfect time to overcome old bad habits. Okay, and build a strong routine. So if you feel that there is something inside of you which is not letting you become your best version, then this is the best time for you to actually go and find what is that which is causing this weakness for me. It's like this perpetual hridaya dorbalyam. It's like weakness of heart, which means you should do certain things, but you are not able to do it. Okay, so therefore please try to overcome your bad habits and build a strong routine. Have a proper structure from the morning till the evening. Only then you will see that life is better. Okay, and this, as I said, is the best period to go into a new healthy diet or do some healing practices. Okay, one danger with this is there could be overwork. Okay, you might become a workaholic, so be aware of that. And now what will happen is sixth house originally is the sign of Virgo, so you might focus more on efficiency and also productivity. So now is the time where you will not just think and say, oh, I have to become more productive. No, it's not like that. You will be like, no, no, I have to do things which make me more productive. So it's like uh, you will have to do things that will make you better. So sixth house will not just give you good things. Okay, you gotta work for it. Okay, and this is a great time where you might have legal victory. So if you have any court cases and all this, you might be victorious there, or there could be outside court settlement and all this. Okay, so try to resolve your conflicts peacefully if you can. If not, do what is required. So ultimately, this is a period where you put hardships on yourself. Sixth house is tapasya, so do austerities and behave in a way that will actually benefit you. Okay, not just materially but spiritually overall. All right, Libra, please take care. Now, we go to Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? For you, this eclipse will be in your fifth house. Now, what is the fifth house? We know what is fifth house, right? Fifth house is the house of love, romance, Yes, it's the house of creativity, joyful new beginnings. So, there could be new beginnings in your life, in any area of life. That's very interesting. So, this is a time for being artistic and being very creative. There could be artistic or creative breakthroughs in your life. Okay, interesting. New things can open up. You could read a new book. Meet some new people, get connected to your old friends. Whatever it is. At the end, it is like a situation where you now want to upgrade yourself and you want to feel happy actually. Okay, so uh, it is like a situation where you you feel that i I can improve and I will improve. It's like that song which we used to sing in our childhood. What was that? Hum honge kamyab, I will succeed one day, somewhere. So that that feeling itself, it is like I will succeed one day. I will change my life. Change will come. No, that is like that itself is so empowering. Now whether we change or not, that is a that will be revealed by time, right? But in general, it is like it's like that hope, optimism. So you will become optimistic 180-degree, 360-degree, 90-degree, 270-degree. Whichever area of life you are lagging, you will become optimistic in that area of life. Okay. And if you feel that you are not becoming more optimistic, then you need to read books more about optimism. You need to read books about new beginnings. Read anything about entrepreneurship, about spirituality, meditation, gratitude, anything that makes you a better person. Read about great people, read about great personalities, who have inspired us always. And if you try to do this, then what happens is you will actually realize that I can also improve myself. Okay, it is not like self improvement is very daunting. Now, of course, it is easier said than done. It is not easy to improve oneself, but you can take baby steps at a time. Small steps at a time. You don't have to like win the battle of Kurukshetra today itself, right? You can take targets like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or whatever. You can take up some goals and targets, and you can achieve them gradually. Okay, Scorpio. And at an external level, there could be romantic relationships which come for you, and if you're already in a relationship, it is possible that you might want to get married with that person. You might have a great love story that would come in, and a fantastic phase for childbirth. If you are married, fantastic. It is like super excellent period, perfect to get married, perfect to learn about parenting or nurturing talents. And if you are waiting for inspiration, then maybe you need to look in the mirror. Okay. And try to if you feel from many days and months and weeks, years, if you're feeling I should come to social media, I should do something uh, which will actually where I can express my creativity, then this is the perfect time for you to do it. So it's a great time to launch a creative business or some other side hustle. Okay, it is indeed superb. And your your inner child will try to awaken now. Your inner happiness, inner fun, inner joy. You will try to do things without any reason. It's like, oh, it makes me happy, I will do it. I don't give a damn about anything or anybody. Okay. So if that is who you are, then you need to understand that you can do it. You don't have to cater to any formalities. or anything. You can read about things, you can take online courses, get a mentor, online skills, hobbies, like sports, whatever it is, express yourself to your heart's content, and it will be the best period for you. All right, so Scorpio, please take care. So now we go to Sagittarius, Dhanu Lagna. What's going on, Sagittarius? This eclipse is in your fourth house. Fourth house, a very, very, very important Kendra house. This is where your heart is. Fourth house is the house of your home, right? So now, when there's an eclipse, especially a solar eclipse, then it shows there are new beginnings in relation to home, family, and emotional well-being, which means you might be purchasing a new home if your dasha is indicating that, especially if your dasha is indicating, or you might relocate to another place, or there could be a real estate investment from your side, which means you may not be buying a house for yourself. You buy it and you put another tenant in it, and then that tenant pays the EMI, okay, mortgage. So depending on your situation, it could be. Now, if Mercury is involved in this, then you will buy commercial real estate. If Jupiter and Moon are involved, you will buy a very big property. If Saturn, Rahu, Ketu are involved, then you will buy second hand property, resale property, okay. Or you may buy property which is not in a very good locality. And if Venus is involved, there could be luxury, okay. And Sun, Moon can show there is some government building or something related. But in general, Sun, Moon, then Venus, Jupiter, they can all show you are buying residential property. Mercury can also show, but Mercury explicitly shows commercial properties, okay. Now, along with that, if it's not manifesting externally, then things could be internal for you, which means, you are trying to heal from some wound of the past. Now, this is not the eighth house, so you don't get a new wound, but because it is the fourth house, you will start to think what went wrong, okay? So there will be this this denial of reality at times from your side. Now, what does it mean? You're denying reality. I mean, yeah, it's like, you are trying to convince yourself that what you did was not wrong, somebody else was at fault, this happened, that happened. So it's like you are trying to come in, you are trying to come to a consensus, okay, between your present and your past, and you are able to do it. And if dasha is bad, you are not able to do it, okay. So during this period, the best thing is to heal rather than thinking too much about the past. Even if you prove it to yourself that you are not wrong, you are right. What does it change? I mean, you can't change anything, right? It's done and dusted, okay? So therefore, try not to bring in the past wounds and try to heal, okay? Now, how do you heal? Well, you have to do spiritual practices. You have to accept what happened. Life is traumatic for most of the people. It's not easy. And therefore, it's a great time to connect to your family members, especially your mother, because fourth house is the mother, and your family with where your ancestral lineage is there. And it's a wonderful time to spend time in your home, okay, and to decorate your home, renovate your current space. So something related to the home will be there, okay. And most importantly, your inner peace should be your number one priority. So now you may find yourself taking more vacations, and that's perfectly fine. Your life is not just meant to keep working, okay. So self love, emotional fulfillment, these are very key themes, okay. And if you feel that you are not fulfilled inside, then it's high time that you ask yourself, why that is happening, okay? And try to figure out what makes you happy. How can you be happy? Where is that emptiness coming from, okay? And this is a great time to start a new career in real estate industry. If you are interested to go towards real estate, then this is an excellent period. Or it's a great time to start a new career from your home, okay. So like, cloud kitchen or whatever, something online, sitting at your home, basically home office, okay, remote. And if you feel lost and you feel there is no clarity, then you should do things which bring your clarity back, your stability back. So do more meditation. So visit your roots. If you are abroad, try to go to your homeland and embrace the new beginnings at your home. Okay. So focus on your roots and your work life balance and your mental health, and you will be good. Okay. Sagittarius, Lagna, wish you all the best. All right. So now we go to Capricorn. What's going on, Capricorn? For Capricorn, this eclipse is in your third house. Fantastic period. Communication, courage, networking, these things will be the highlight. So Rahu giving this eclipse in the third house, fantastic period for travel, fantastic period for writing articles, publishing, social media, opening YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. Snapchat, is it still there? I don't know. So now, Capricorn, this is the period where you start sharing knowledge with others. In short, I don't care how you do it. You do it within your locality, with your family members, or social media, online. You do it with everybody. It does not matter, okay? Because now you have to do it. The path is not important. The goal is important. Now, it's a fantastic time to start any communication related venture. So it could be blogging, vlogging, or public speaking, anywhere. Just put yourself out there. Your confidence and courage will also skyrocket, and you will take bold steps, because third house is the house of courage. So now you will be extra courageous, ultra courageous. So in case you feel that you are kind of a bit like lazy or shy, introvert, then now you will become an extrovert. Now, from if you are too introvert, you may you may become normal. It's like you are not an introvert anymore, but you may not become extrovert. But if you are like normal, then you will become very extrovert. Okay, and if you are already extrovert, then you'll become like super extrovert. Okay. Now, one danger with this is you may think you are the only person, you are the smartest person in the room. And when you think that, what happens? You humiliate others, you bully others. Okay, so that is not good. So if you feel you are the smartest person in the room, maybe you should change your room. Okay. See, not because you should be the dumbest person in a room, but because if you are always staying in a place where, you are kind of externally ahead of others, intellectually, monetarily, or whatever, personal life wise, then you will very rarely have growth. So you can be with people who are less fortunate than you. So you can help them, you can guide them, you can share your experiences for them to get uplifted. Okay. But most of the times you should be in a place where you can learn from the others in the room. Okay, so that's the reason. And this is a great time to make new friendships, new social connections. Fantastic period actually. And it's a great travel period for short distance travel, long distance travel, or inter-country travel. Third house generally short distance travel, but it can give you like inter-country travel, or within one country long distance travel, from one state to the other. Okay, so if you have any plans for travel, then this is great. Then next is, it is the best period for skill development and for appearing in any exams or interviews. Very, very, very important. Okay, so if you want to take some course, nano degree, or some mentoring, whatever you want to give mentoring or take mentoring, either ways it's good. And you want to learn, and you want to crack interviews, whatever, coding or consulting, whatever, so try out different things. And if you already have a degree, like bachelor's or master's, and now you are planning to apply to some job or some position, then try to brush up. Third house is like brushing up your existing skills. Okay, so try to brush up your skills and kind of understand, refurbish those ideas that you already have. Okay, and your knowledge especially. Okay, furnish them and go to business and networking events. Fantastic it is. If you get a chance to go to a networking event, it will bring great success to you. So go without fail. And it is the best time for you to express your ideas freely, and you will now feel you have been heard, you are being appreciated, depending on the dasha, of course. And if the dashas are good, you may also get some award recognition, in some other country, some foreign land or whatever, somewhere. And now you will really want to make genuine connections, with siblings, close friends. You will want to meet many people, acquaintances. So you will socialize, and, you will like to inspire, speak, and take decisions fearlessly. So this is the best time to be fearless, but be careful that you don't bully others, don't do things in a way that hurts people, but do what you want, provided it is not contradicting the word of the scriptures. All right. Take care, Capricorn. Now we go to Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? This eclipse is in your second house. Fantastic period for wealth generation, wealth creation, wealth multiplication, whatever you call it, okay, in the fintech industry, finfluencer industry. Lump sum SIP, step up SIP, real estate, REIT, what is that? Bond, gold, crypto, meme coin, penny stocks, FNO, day trading, this trading, that trading. So anything related to finances, money, it's like the perfect heavenly period for you. Okay, so this is a powerful time for a new financial beginning. Okay, so wealth, your speech, your values, so investment, savings, or a new stream of income, alternate sources of income. If Mercury Dasha is there, then you might get other source of income also along with it. And your speech and communication skills will become much more influential. It will be backed with data and evidence. Second house is the house of data. It is the house of collection. It is the house of your net worth. So now you may shuffle things, like sell a property and put money into stocks, or sell your stocks and buy a property. You could do either ways. Okay. And now you will become much more influential. You may become you may get a lot of respect in your family. Okay, yeah, this is unfortunate. I mean, the more money you have, the more influence you have, the more respect you get in your family also. This is very unfortunate, but that's how the material world is, right? Guess what, it doesn't matter what either I like it or you don't, but that's how the material world works. Okay, so people in your family may come to you, your younger cousins, or your children, your grandchildren, or anybody, or some senior person also may come to you for your guidance, for your advice, okay, in regards to money. So try to help them to whatever extent possible. And this is a great time to redefine your values and create long-term wealth. Okay, so now it's not the time to just put all your money into this, meme coin, or this penny stock, or whatever, and do this, trading and all this, beyond a certain extent. Now you should behave in a way that will help you to build long-term generational wealth. Like standard things like real estate, for example. Then we have gold, very, very, very important, right? Then we have land. Land, of course, comes in real estate itself. Then a lot of other things. You can read the scriptures and know which parameters are considered to be a parameter of which things are considered to be a parameter of wealth. Another is this, what is that, cow, having cows. So you can open some goshala, or you can feed others, because second house is also feeding, right? You feed yourself, right? So that's the measure of wealth. How many people can you feed, right? Essentially, the more the people you can feed, the more the wealthy you are, in short, right? So therefore, it's a great time to explore new dishes also, food and all this. Also, it's a good time to focus on your diet and self-care and well-being. And family bonds will deepen and strengthen, or it will get worse depending on your dashas. Okay, so family will be very important for you. Now, this is very contradictory. Second house is both family and money. So therefore, how is it possible that you are focusing on money and also giving time to family? It's bizarre, but that's how it is. So it means you will earn money, you will earn wealth, you will do shuffling of your assets, but at the end, you will want to come and share the wealth with your family. Okay, So share it with your family. Don't just keep it with yourself. Share does not mean you give away all the money for free, but go for traveling with your family. And when I say family here, I mean your parents, your husband, wife, your children, everybody is included. Okay, maybe also in-laws at times. And now you may also discover alternative sources of income. As I said, that could be a very important thing, or a side hustle, like through creativity or skill or social media. And this is in general a great time for you to become aware of how to gain more income and also multiply your income, passive income like stocks, crypto, or gold, what real estate, whatever. How to earn money when you are sleeping. Okay, as Warren Buffett says, right? You will never be rich if you don't figure out how to make money when you are sleeping, right? And wealth and prosperity in general will go in your favor. So Aquarius, congratulations and all the best. Make the best use of this period. Okay, take care. Now we go to Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? This eclipse will be in your Lagna, first house. Very, very, very important. This is a period of self transformation and personal power. What is personal power? It's like it's the art of mastering yourself. Okay, now it's a time to become a superman or a superwoman, not externally, because eclipses are very external. They make you too much externally focused sometimes. That's the danger with eclipses. Okay, now this might make you a bit narcissistic and too much obsessed about yourself. Oh, it's I, me, mine. I don't give a damn about what others need, or what others are thinking, or what others value, but I only value myself. Okay, so that's the problem with solar eclipses in the Lagna. So other people around you may feel you are a bit forcing yourself a bit more than usual upon them. So if you feel you are kind of bullying others, then this is not good. But on a positive note, this is a great eclipse, great time to exert your authority where you should actually exert. So if you see there is injustice happening somewhere, then go and protect the person, give justice depending on your power. Of course, don't become the judge. And you will have a powerful rebirth of your self identity. Discover yourself. You will realize that you are now a different person. You have different desires, you have different goals, you have different ambition, you have different likes, you have different dislikes. So you will emerge as a much stronger person. You will become much more wise, and you'll become a bit more vibrant and radiant. And the only danger is you might be a bit too full of yourself. Okay, so make sure that is in control. Then this is a great time to embrace new beginnings, let go of the past and step into your highest potential. So look at all the areas. This is Lagna is the king of all the houses. It's the king of the horoscope because it's where the head is. So you have to look to every area: second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So look at all the houses, look at all the areas in your life and see where you are having problems, where you are not able to do what is best, what is required. See that. Okay, so when you see that, then what will happen is you will now be able to take steps in the right direction and improve every area of your life. Now, of course, you cannot like literally improve every area, but there are some fundamentals which you can take care, which will actually impact you in all other areas of life, like having some discipline, getting up on time, sleeping on time, having a disciplined way of eating, doing spiritual practices every day, morning or evening or whatever, depending on what your guru suggests. And having some exercise, some sports, some charity, and making money in a disciplined way, investing your money in a disciplined way, sharing time with your spouse. So being a person who is committed to himself or herself, true to one's own self. Okay, very important. And you will develop a lot of vitality in your body, like health, energy, fitness. That will also become very important. And it's a great period to start new projects in any area of your life. You want to do something new, you want to do some charity, some hobby, you want to switch your career, you want to learn something new, you want to switch into a different domain itself. Perfect. Go. You want to go hiking, go it. Just do it. Whatever you feel like doing, just do it. Provided it does not contradict the words of the scriptures. Okay. Don't whimsically do anything. That is also not correct. And you will feel ultra confident. Your confidence will shine and people will be able to draw energy from your presence if you act the right way. So you will become much more attractive not just physically, but by through your energy also. People will get attracted to you. And when I say attracted, may not be just the opposite sex, but people in general will be attracted to you because they feel you are inspiring. Okay. So it's a beautiful time for self-discovery, spiritual growth, personal development, very, very, very important, provided you use it the right way. And it's a time for you to get a new path or a new direction in life. Okay. And this, in short, is the period where you show to the world and you show to yourself that you you are a trustworthy person, you are dependable, you are an accountable person, you are a person with integrity. Okay. So be a person who everybody can trust and become your best version, Pisces. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Please take care. Jai Siya Ram.